I have to ask you, how did we reach a situation that Prime Minister Netanyahu needs to clarify today that Israel was not involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk?
Because there are some people in the United States that have lost their minds. This is a blood libel. It's absolutely disgusting and vicious. The level of untruth is such that it's hard even to think that you have to defend it, that you have to repudiate it. But there are people who will believe the most outrageous lies. And I guess we should learn from history that this is not something new, but it is new in the U.S. It's something that we're not used to seeing, is these extraordinary untruths being said about Israel as if Israel is to blame for anything in the world. I'm wondering what's next. Did they kidnap the Lindbergh baby in the 20s? Did they bring down the Hindenburg in the 30s? I mean, where does this stop? And it's really, really disgusting, but I'm very glad the Prime Minister addressed it. I know some people probably thought he doesn't need to address that, but truthfully, you got to push back on this nonsense.
And there's the point to add that Charlie Kirk was a true friend of Israel.
True friend of mine. I've known Charlie since he was 19. In fact, just before I came to live in Israel, he took the time slot for my daily television show. And so I went to Phoenix at his studio. We made the handoff official. We visited I was the first interview on his new show, and he was the last interview on my closing out the show. And Charlie had been on my shows over the years many times. A brilliant, brilliant young man. When I got the news, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, my phone started ringing. And I got word that he had been shot and didn't know the condition. And then about, I don't know, an hour later, then I found out that he had died. And it was something I couldn't process for a while, because why do you kill Charlie Kirk? He was one of the most civil, kind, thoughtful people. He would go and he would let anyone challenge him. That was the whole point, but he did it with respect and decency. So I don't know what the shooter thought he was going to do, but I'll tell you what he has done. He has awakened a sleeping giant in the United States, and not just among young conservatives, but he's awakened a sleeping giant even among people who are a little left of center. But they know that you don't murder somebody because he says something you don't agree with. And one of the things I'm happy to see is that schools and governments, television networks, are not putting up with the nonsense where people who work for them are celebrating the murder of a young father and husband. And people are being terminated for this, and they should be, because if I'm let's say a patient of a doctor, and the doctor is saying, I'm glad he's dead, I don't want to go to that doctor. I don't want my child in a school where the teacher celebrates the murder of somebody. So we're seeing some real reaction that needed to happen.